Hey everyone, and welcome to Manifesting with Amber. In today's video, I am going to talk about how to recognize signs from the universe and then how to take action when you receive these signals. So I want to start by saying that the universe responds to our vibration, and it is always listening when we are expressing our desires. So for example, if you want a job and this is something that you have thought about, you know that this is what you want, the universe picks up on that, and the universe is orchestrating all these ways that this job can come to you. So it is not your job to try to figure out the details and stress over it and effort and try to make these things happen. You put out your intention and then you get out of the way and you allow the universe to deliver it oftentimes in a way that's unexpected. And the reason I'm bringing this up and the reason why it's relevant for the topic of today is because the universe will send you signs and signals based on what you are looking for. And sometimes we can miss these signs because we are so fixated on the way in which our desire will come to us. For example, let's take the job again. If you are wanting a certain job, you might go on a certain website like Craigslist and you might be scrolling through jobs on there. And not that there's anything wrong with that. You can still take action and put your intention out there and get the momentum going. But if you're so set on the job coming in that way, you might feel frustrated. This might slow things down and you might be missing other ways that it can come in. For example, you may be having a conversation with a friend and maybe they know that you're looking for a job and they might say, hey, I know of this really cool job that you may be interested in. And then they may offer to pass on the contact information. Well, when this happens, you should recognize that this is a sign from the universe. This is just another way that the job can come in. So definitely accept it. Take down the phone number or email, whatever your friend provides, and then send the company or the person, whoever it is, a message, because you're getting the momentum going. Even if it doesn't turn out to be this job, you are getting the momentum going and you're following through on the signal that you received. I've been getting a lot better at recognizing the signals that have been coming into my own life. And if you've seen the video I made on manifesting this apartment, then you will know what I'm talking about. I received a signal in the form of a text message from my friend telling me that this apartment was available. And at first I was resistant to checking it out because it wasn't a part of my original plan, but I am so glad I did because this turned out to be the perfect place for me. But you can see how if I had just dismissed the idea and just stuck to my original plan, then I might still be searching for a place to live right now. So we just have to trust that the universe has our backs and the universe has the details sorted out for us. With the apartment, when I was looking for housing, I was going on Craigslist and I was thinking that I was going to find my ideal place to live that way. I thought it had to be through Craigslist because how else is it going to happen? But then when I became more open to other possibilities, other types of opportunities, that's when my friend texted me and all of this came together. So if you're open to it and you are allowing, then the universe will send you what you need when you need it at the divine right time. One of my favorite stories perfectly illustrates the power of the universe and how it is always sending us signs. And the story is religious. I'm not religious, and whatever you believe in, you can choose to interpret the story in a way that makes sense to you. And I may not be telling the story in a completely accurate way if you've already heard it before, but I will do the best I can. But basically the story goes that there's a man that is in his little boat out in the ocean and there's a big storm and he's in danger. So he asks God to help him, to send help, to save him. And so after some time, there's another boat that comes along, and the captain calls out, "Hey, do you need some help?" And the guy's like, no, God's going to save me. I'm going to be okay. And so the boat leaves. Shortly after that, there's a helicopter that comes, and the helicopter wants to save him. And he calls up to the helicopter, no, I'm fine. God's going to save me. You can continue on your way. So the helicopter leaves. And then I don't remember exactly what the other thing was. It was probably another boat or something along those lines. There was somebody else that came to try and save him. And the last attempt, he said, no, I asked God to save me, and I know he's going to follow through, so I don't need your help. And then the guy ends up drowning, and then he goes to heaven, and he meets with God, and he says, God, what's up? Why didn't you save me? And God says, I tried to save you. I sent you 2 boats and a helicopter, and you didn't accept the help. And so it's, I just think it's a really great story that kind of just talks about how we receive these signals and we can become so resistant to accepting them because we just have this plan that we think we're supposed to follow. And sometimes that plan is not even in our best interest, or maybe it's not actually what we really want. And we can be stubborn. I know I can be a very stubborn person. I can really try to hold on to what I think is going to work out best for me. But sometimes if we let go and we trust that the universe is sending us exactly what we need when we need it, then we don't have to worry, and we can be a little bit more flexible. When things change, you thought you were going to get this certain job, but then maybe that didn't work out, but then another job pops up and maybe it's even better. Maybe it just fits with your life even better than the other job was going to. So put the intention out there of what you want, and then let the universe surprise you. I mean, aren't you a little curious? Don't you kind of want to know what kind of ideas and opportunities the universe has for you? So do your best to stay open, and you can continue to get the momentum going yourself. And, if it's a job, then you can make phone calls, go online, whatever you need to do. But if you get that signal, or I should say, when you get the signal, it could be in the form of another person, a conversation with them. It could be an email. You might get an email that has to do with your desire. It could be a phone call, whatever it's going to be. The universe just has all these different possible ways that it can come to you. Then definitely accept it, and accept it as soon as you can. The other thing is, sometimes we get signals to go to a certain place. For example, I have had strong signals to go to Safeway and pick up a snack. And I haven't followed through on that yet because, my logical mind is taking over and I'm thinking, why do I really need this snack? Well, when I think about it now, it actually has nothing to do with the snack. It's actually more about what else is at the store. Maybe I go to the store and I meet my future husband. Maybe I go and I meet a new connection and we talk about a job opportunity or a business opportunity. So if you get a signal to do something that you might think is a little odd, go to Safeway, get a snack, or, I don't know, go for a walk around your neighborhood, and maybe that's something you don't normally do, just do it anyway, because seriously, it could be the best decision you've ever made. So just remember that the universe is constantly sending you signs and signals every single day. In every single moment, you are receiving signals. And the more that you tap into that energy, you will start to become more aware of them. And when you become aware of them, just remember that it is so important that you follow through, because this is leading you to your desires. And it may not seem obvious right now, but someday you'll look back and you'll see how all the pieces came together. So I hope this video inspired you in some way. And if you have any cool stories of how the universe has sent you some signs, then please let me know in the comments. I would be really excited to read about them. And if you have any questions for me, as always, you can drop me a comment and I will get back to you. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time.